In 2011, Western Michigan University introduced a bold new chapter in its commitment to lifelong learning with the creation of the Lifelong Learning Academy. It was a grassroots effort powered by the passion and vision of faculty, retirees, and community members who believed that learning doesn't end at graduation. Just a few years later, that vision blossomed into something even bigger. With a $1 million endowment gift, WMU joined a national network supported by the Bernard Osher Foundation in 2015, and the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute at WMU was born. Over the decade, OLLI at WMU has grown into a vibrant, volunteer-driven community where curiosity knows no age.
Well, I have to say that my vision was of classes and going to classes, but I never envisioned the way it has grown and what it has become.
Together, we've welcomed more than 2,700 members and offered over 1,500 courses, led by more than 1,000 instructors. We've traveled across Michigan and beyond on more than 100 trips and gathered for over 70 events that sparked friendships, discovery, and joy. Along the way, over 1,200 volunteers have stepped up to shape and sustain our programs. We've been led by 4 dedicated directors and supported by an incredible team. We've adapted, innovated, and even thrived through a global pandemic, bringing learning online and staying connected when it mattered most. Today, we celebrate 10 years of OLLI at WMU. 10 years of expanding minds, enriching lives, and building a community of lifelong learners in Southwest Michigan. And we're just getting started.
Actually, there was a notice, I think, in the Kalamazoo Gazette that announced that there was a meeting to establish a lifelong learning committee or group. And we saw the notice in the paper and said, gosh, this sounds like something we'd be interested in.
Well, I retired as general manager of WMUK in 2016, and I kind of looked around and went, hallelujah, I'm a senior. I recognized it, I admitted it, and I embraced it.
We had been very active OLLI members in Florida for a number of years and really, really enjoyed the benefits of OLLI, which are many. As it turns out, the Kalamazoo program was even broader than the one that we enjoyed in Florida.
When you retire, you have a lot of spare time. You also have, because you were worked and you raised a family and whatever, you didn't have time to explore the type of subjects that they have in OLLI, and it's a very nice thing to do.
I was looking for a reader's theater, and I had heard about OLLI 25 years earlier, but I didn't live near any place that offered it. I'm up northern Michigan. So I heard about the reader's theater, and I got signed right up.
One of the things that my job involved with the public radio station here, WMUK, was serving the community, involvement within the community, the greater Kalamazoo community and Kalamazoo County as well. I wanted to keep active in that way. And through OLLI, I think I found a way to do that.
You know, a friend of mine invited me to become a member of OLLI. We had just read a book by Toni Morrison. I think it was Beloved. And we had a lively discussion about it. And she said, you know, I saw an article that said OLLI is going to be discussing that book. Let's sign up. So I was invited. I said, okay, fine. I'd love to do that. And really had a good time.
Well, I first heard about OLLI from relatives who live in other states because OLLI is a nationwide organization. But here in Kalamazoo, I first heard about it from a good friend, Molly Williams. We go to the same church, and she just happened to mention that they were forming an OLLI here in town. And would I be interested in teaching a class? Well, my immediate reaction was, no, I don't have anything I could teach a class about. But I thought about it, and eventually I realized, yeah, maybe I could. And so that's how I got started. And then, of course, if I was going to be an instructor, I also needed to take classes. So that's how I got started.
It's been wonderful. It has been absolutely wonderful. The membership is diverse, and it's been really nice.
Well, I think my wife and I both share a very, very fond memories of our trip to Cuba. It was a very unique opportunity. It was hosted by another OLLI member, Sylvia, who was from Cuba originally, and gave a unique perspective on everything we saw there. It was a fantastic trip.
My favorite OLLI course is the one that we took last October, which was Photo Voice with Jerry Love. Not even a close second to that. What that did was, first of all, I like photography, so it was an opportunity to go out and take some pictures, but then the actual program forced you to look at your life and say, and symbolically with photos, take some pictures. So it made the pictures even more meaningful.
The most remarkable thing we did that has stuck in my memory is when we visited the Lakeland Correctional Facility. And I, at one time, had worked in a prison when I lived in Idaho. And the talk back after our performance for the Western students there, which are also inmates, they were so insightful. And their questions and their comments were so thoughtful. I'm like, wow, these guys really have something going for them.
I think recently in our Senior Readers Theater, we were producing a play, getting ready to take it to a location here in and around Kalamazoo. And I looked around and there were 17 seniors busy at work, either on the script or setting up chairs for the set or getting ready to come on stage. And I realized, this is a team effort. I'm involved with people my age now, and we're working toward a common purpose, and that purpose will manifest itself in serving the community through OLLI Senior Readers Theater.
It was the trip to that I participated in to Detroit, Michigan, where we visited Motown and the African American museums, and it was an awesome trip. It was not only educational, but it also allowed me the opportunity to socialize with others, other OLLI members and community members that was on the trip.
I think my favorite one probably involves the interaction between instructor and participants. So the people who come to OLLI classes, I learned this right away. They're smart, they're interested, they have a lot of background they bring to a class. So it was a class taught by two audiology professors from Western. The first session was on the inner ear and balance, and the second session was on hearing and the ear. Well, the class was full because as we get older, we're all worried about balance and hearing. So it was very popular. Anyway, during the hearing session, the woman was talking about different kinds of hearing aids and so forth. So a man raised his hand and he said, I have something I really want to say because I'm on my second set of hearing aids and I have advice. So this was great. The instructor immediately recognized she just needed to step back and let the participant be a temporary instructor in a way. So this man gave a detailed answer about the best way to adjust to hearing aids and what not to do. He said, I know too many people, they get hearing aids, and after a week or two, they put them in a drawer and they never use them. And that's really not a good option.
My favorite memory is a trip that we took to Grand Rapids during the Christmas holiday. We got on a bus at 8 in the morning and we went to Meyer Garden. We went through there for the Festival of Trees with trees from all over the world. We toured the gardens, had a wonderful time, and we left there. We had an elegant dinner at one of the top restaurants in Grand Rapids, which was great. And then we went on to hear the Grand Rapids Symphony do Christmas songs of the season.
I love the people I have met. Literally, I love them. They're all interesting, various backgrounds, giving, and put their whole self into what they're doing. And we care about each other.
I think the involvement is number one. Gives you something to do that you really look forward to. You got such a variety of things to do, from sports, from entertainment, from intellectual things. It really forces you to keep going, which is good as a retiree.
I think more than anything, it's been an opportunity not only to learn, but to make a host of new friends, people that have become lifelong friends, friends that we continue to see and look forward to seeing at many of the OLLI classes and events.
Well, you're working with other seniors, with people who share your values, certainly the age group, but making some new friends. And as I said before, serving the community. That's valuable to me because, coming out of COVID, it's kind of isolated, and this was a chance really to get back into the mix. And I did.
We've become great friends with like-minded people, but also one special couple that we see frequently, and we still travel together and find new restaurants together, and we continue the OLLI tradition, just the four of us. Although we're still members of the group and we enjoy all the classes, but the four of us get together quite frequently, and it's really enriched our lives.
The community for me is mostly the classes, although I have taken some trips. Oh, those were great. I loved it. I loved all the expertise and the research that I didn't have to do. I just needed to show up and go. But for me, being in the community, there are some side benefits, like shows at Miller for a reduced price, that kind of thing. But what I really love is the classes. That's my favorite part.
I value the fact that they solicit input from their members after each class or event. Participants receive a survey, and included in that survey, we have the opportunity to provide suggestions of, things that we want to see, that we haven't seen, or would like classes we would like to have. And they listen to those. That's how they develop their programming, is based on the feedback that they're getting from the membership.
I like the people. I met people of all nationalities, different ideas, and yet open to discussion in a friendly, open manner. And that's one of the things that I really enjoy, meeting so many different people.
Oh gosh, I would say get up and get out there. Come to one class, find something that you like. We have hundreds of classes to choose from over the years, and surely there will be something there that you'll enjoy. But more importantly, or as importantly, you'll get together with like-minded people. You'll create new friendships that, especially at this age, become even more important and more enriching as we get older.
Be involved. And I think the number one thing that I've preached to the kids that I've coached and everything is Newton's law of motion. Objects in motion tend to stay in motion. If you stay at rest, they stay at rest. I think as we retire and we're at the age that we are, staying in motion is a big deal.
Just to stay engaged in lifelong learning, activities and events to help not only to maintain stimulation of your mind, but to minimize isolation.
I think for a new member, what I would encourage is your first semester as a member, try to take at least 3 or 4 classes and make sure they're not all the same thing or not the same topic. Really push. I mean, go for things you're interested in, but try to push at least in one case something you would never try normally. That's why OLLI's here, is to help us keep learning as we age, to broaden our horizons. And so that's my first piece of advice. And then the second semester, decide what you're going to volunteer to do. So join a committee, decide to be an instructor, help with the trips, something, because then you get to know other people more rapidly.
Don't sit home, particularly if you're anticipating retirement or have recently retired. It is a fantastic way to add significant interest and entertainment to your life. The classes are fantastic. You will find yourself being engrossed in things you never thought you'd have an interest in that turn out to be fascinating and worthwhile.
I think in OLLI, your voice, your perspective matters. You're heard. You're involved. You're engaged. I'm a playwright. I send out plays all over the country, and I've had some done, some not done. Not always do I find the voices and perspectives of seniors valued like they are in OLLI, or like they are in what I'm involved in now, which is the Senior Readers Theater. So I think you'll be engaged in that way, in a way that you might not be anywhere else in the community.
You will learn all kinds of things you might not have even thought you'd ever be interested in. So there's always something new, something to learn, and above all, really great people that I've met since I've been a member of OLLI.
Today, OLLI at WMU is more than a program. It's a dynamic community where curiosity never retires. As a member, you have access to roughly 150 intellectually stimulating, no-pressure courses every year, taught by experts, scholars, and passionate peers. You can dive deeper into topics you love through Osher Online, a national network of virtual courses led by top academic and industry experts, available exclusively to OLLI members. Join one of our shared interest groups, member-led communities built around passions like photography, film, foreign language, and theater. These ongoing groups offer space for connection, exploration, and friendship beyond the classroom. And throughout the year, you'll enjoy special events, educational outings, and travel opportunities that turn learning into adventure. Our members also benefit from discounts at local businesses and cultural venues, a monthly newsletter, and access to a thriving, curious community of fellow knowledge seekers. Whether you're exploring new topics, rediscovering old passions, or simply staying connected, we're here to help expand your mind and enrich your life. As we celebrate 10 years of lifelong learning with OLLI at WMU, we're not just looking back, we're looking forward to new members, new ideas, new experiences. From every handshake, every shared goal, and every laugh along the way, thank you for being a part of our journey. Here's to the next 10 years of learning, growing, and thriving. And we're doing it together.
Happy 10-year anniversary, OLLI.
Happy 10th anniversary, OLLI.
Happy 10th anniversary to OLLI.
Happy 10th anniversary.
Happy 10th anniversary, OLLI. You've been a wonderful asset to the community.
Hello, OLLI. Well, hello, OLLI. It's so nice to have you here where you belong. You're looking swell. Ollie, I can tell. Ollie, you're still growing, you're still crowing, you're still going strong. I feel the room swaying and the band playing one of our old favorite songs from way back when. So take a chance, Ollie, put on your working hats. Ollie, Ollie will always be right here. Ollie will always be right here. Ollie will always be right here. My friend at WMU in Kalamazoo. All thanks to you.